Well, you know, this is a very, very, this is longer than Avatar. My blog's about Jarreds Prom. I did part 1, part 2, here's part 3. I forgot to say the most important part. I did a blog with Jarred, my kid just didn't graduate. That's another blog I'm going to do about graduation. But he just went to the prom. And the prom, you go to the prom and you come home, but no, I did the blog about Jarreds Prom. He had the pre-prom, the pre-prom, the prom, then the after-prom, and then maybe the after-prom, and it's still going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. The pre-proms and after-proms are more important than proms, because the prom started at 7 o'clock, it's done by 10. Who goes to a prom 7 to 10? And nobody even spiked the punch bowl. I asked him, who spiked the punch bowl? There wasn't even a punch bowl. Anyway, and I don't know who was crowned the king and queen of the prom king, the prom queen. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, but it was a lot of fun. I did a blog. I went to the pre-prom at Jordana's house. Very nice. She had all the kids there. And then Jarred Wartsman had the whole 2012 class at his house for the pre-prom. Because of the pre-prom at Jordana's house. Then the pre-prom. And then the prom. And we had a lot of fun hanging out with all the kids because I grew up with all the kids in high school, Jarreds High School. And it felt like me being back in high school. And it was just a lot of fun. And I wish I could have gone to the prom with them because I went on the limo bus. I had a big limo bus with 20 kids. I don't know how many kids on the. I wanted to go too. I tried to sneak in. I tried to be like a stowaway. Andrew pulled me off the bus. Anyway, so they went to the prom, and I wanted to go to. I wanted to have my own prom because when I went to the prom, it lasted much longer than 10 o'clock at night because they had to go to the after prom. And the after prom was at some club or bar. I wanted to go to that club too. I tried to get in there. Couldn't get to that club either. Anyway, and then they went to Liam's house. I slept over at Liam's house, and then they called me the next. I don't know what the hell's. All I could tell you is, I'm from Philadelphia, and went to my prom. All the kids went to Atlantic City afterwards, and I remember going down to Atlantic City, and there were so many hotels that were booked. We didn't know what hotel to go to in Atlantic City. And I remember driving. They had a big sign that said rooms $3 a night and free golf. That's what it said. Rooms $3 a night and free golf. So, you know, there's an ocean there, there's a boardwalk where they have golf. I like to take up golf. I've never played golf. I like to play golf because when I play golf now, I always wear 2 pairs of pants in case I get a hole in one. So I decided I'll go to that hotel room. I'll go to that hotel, and I stayed 3 nights, and it was great. And when we were in Atlantic City, went to the beach, the ocean, and I played a little golf. It was great. I got the bill, $9 for the rooms for 3 nights. It was great. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, wonderful, and $150 for golf balls. So I said, what the hell's going on here? You advertise rooms $3 a night, terrific. I had the bill. I paid 3 nights, $9, but $150 for golf balls? And the clerk said, well, some hotels get you by the rooms, and the others. So I left that hotel, and I went right into. Anyway, it was a crazy hotel anyway, because the faucet kept dripping, dripping, dripping. All night the faucet was dripping, dripping, dripping. And I called out to the front desk. I said, hey, I got a leak in my sink. And he said, go ahead. So I'm never going to stay at that hotel again because the walls were so thin. The walls were so thin at this hotel. You could hear everything in the room next to you. All the kids were all over the hotel in the room next to me. There happened to be a girl there that had a terrible sweet tooth. A terrible sweet tooth with some girl staying in the room next to my room. Because all night long she kept hollering, oh, Henry, oh, Henry, oh, Henry. But I remember I was on the beach. That's right. I was on the beach and some old Jewish lady there with her grandson, and the big wave came out and took out the grandson in the wave. She said, oh my God, God, please bring back my grandson. I'll do anything. I'll keep kosher. I'll go to synagogue all the time. I'll keep the Sabbath. Please bring back my grandson. And all of a sudden the wave came back and the grandson came back in the wave and he was okay and he was fine and he was jumping around and was so happy. And the old lady looked up to God and said, he had a hat. Anyway, so that's what happened on my prom in Atlantic City, and they have gambling. I think gambling started when I went there for my prom. I remember, and there was so many casinos there and slot machines. I remember some guy was a bum, a drunk guy. One of the kids were drunk, whatever it is, and he was standing by a parking meter, and he was putting in coins, turning the dial, putting in coins, turning the dial. And I said, what are you doing that for? I said, this isn't a slot machine, it's a parking meter. He said, I know, but I like the odds, 9 to 5. Anyway, while I was there, there was so many pretty girls there. I remember I was in Atlantic City, and so many pretty girls over for the prom, and I went over to some girl there. My prom girl was with her friends, and some other girl came over to me, and I said, hey, baby, you're kind of cute. What do you do? And she said, I'm a blackjack dealer. I said, oh, you're a blackjack dealer? She said, yeah. She said, I'll lay you 10 to 1. So I said, you'll lay me 10 to 1? She says, yeah, I'll lay you 10 to 1. I said, well, it's an odd time, but I'll be there. Anyway, so that was a trip that I had when I went to Atlantic City on my prom. It was very, very nice. And And, you know, when I first went to the prom, at the beginning of the school year, all the girls are already figuring out who's going to be their prom date. In September, they're already trying to figure out who's going to be their prom date. And I was thinking, who could be my... And there were so many girls. I didn't know which girl to go out with. You know, I was dating some girls. I remember I dated some girl that had a beautiful blonde hair. Beautiful blonde waving hair she had. And I had to run after it. And then I remember there was a girl I went out on a date with, and boy, was she a great kisser. When I would kiss her, there was such a burning sensation, when I would give this girl a kiss, because she always had a cigarette in her mouth. Anyway, what the hell am I saying? So that was my memories of Las Vegas. My memories of my prom, and hopefully Jared and all the kids had a great time at the prom, and I wish I could have gone, because it brought back wonderful memories of all these crazy bullshit jokes that I'm telling you now. My prom went to Atlantic City. I went to Atlantic City, and they went to Liam's house. I'm sure they had more fun in Liam's house than I had in Atlantic City, because I can't remember what the hell I did in Atlantic City. I probably walked the boardwalk and ate peanuts. That's probably what I did in Atlantic. I made sand castles in the sand. Anyway, it was a lot of fun to have a great for the class of 2012 of Forest Hill High School. Have a great year and much success in college. When you go to college in the fall, and you'll all be big shots. And then you could hire me, because you'll all be the next internet stars. I'm sure one will be the next Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, or the genius of YouTube, or Google, or Yahoo. And then I can come on there and I could do my Catskill jokes. So go to DavesTVEmpire.com, you genius college kids, because I need you kids running the Bronstein Empire so I can do TV. Click on all the links you see in this crazy video, and let's make a lot of cash together, because it's all about the cash. Mazel tov to everybody in the class 2012. Goodbye! And have a lot of success in college. Bye.